Hey, hope everyone's had a lovely Easter and a nice bank holiday weekend, or at least managed to get some rest if you worked through it. I'm having a bit of a moment. So I'm intervening with myself, which basically means I'm going to have a word with myself. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a pep talk. I've overdone it a little bit with my enjoying my holiday. It's still on holiday, and I am enjoying myself, but a little bit too much. So there's a couple of things that I need to sort out. I just wanted to be honest and hold myself accountable and show you what I've been scoffing. So we have snack cupboard, what I call the snacky snacks cupboard. And yeah, I went shopping. So I went for a food shop, and what I've started doing is I've started to do shopping lists so that I don't go over the top and buy stuff that I don't need, especially at the caravan, because we don't really have a lot of room and there's only so much room in the fridge and the freezer. So I did my shopping list, and the mistake I made was I was fasting, and of course I was shopping hungry. First thing I saw when I got through the door of Morrison's in Malton was a freshly baked warm cherry pie. Warm cherry pie. It went straight in the trolley. I had no control over myself whatsoever. My hands did it. It wasn't me. Then I saw everything else, and I bought. Oh, I'm just going to show you, because it's just ridiculous. When I tell myself I'm being ridiculous, and I have this saying sometimes. Mike, my husband, says, "You're doing it again," and it's when I say, "What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me?" And if I say that a lot, and I tell myself I'm ridiculous, then I know I need to stop and have a little bit of a word with myself. So this is our snacky snacks cupboard. I'm ready for this embarrassment. I love crisps. I just love them. I love crisps. I can't help it. These Disco. I haven't seen these since I ran the tuck shop at school in the 80s. So I thought, I've just got to buy them. Beef hula hoops, I love them. Yum. Plain Walker's crisps. What's it? And they're the giant ones. God, I like them. They're so nice. Mini cheddars. More crisps, Walker's crisps. Oh, there's some French fries left. Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, sweeties. So, yeah, and then it overflowed. So, there's some in here as well. Those, I haven't eaten all of those. Mike likes them, and Willow's partial to a couple every now and then as well. Biscuits, popcorn. Yeah, I did eat all of that. There's very little left in that. Pringles, they are too Moorish. Very Moorish. And there's some onion rings in there. They're a bit Moorish as well. And that's what we've got left from Easter, a little chocolate hen. So thankfully that's all that's left. All the chocolate's gone now. So yeah, that is the snacky snacks cupboard. I know. So it started off badly with the shopping. I got far too much of the wrong thing and stocked up, and then I'm still fasting, I'm still in my window, it's just that I'm eating junk. I'm just going to show you the fridge. The fridge isn't as bad as it was absolutely chocker, it was rammed full, so there's not it's not looking too bad now. There's my cherry pie. Yum. So yeah, this was absolutely packed. I couldn't fit anything else in here. But things like garlic bread, and I've had cheesy garlic bread as well. And we don't have a lot of room in the freezer. Things might fall out of this as I open it. Yeah, it's fallen out. So I've got a couple of curries and rice and stuff. Stay there. Stay. And there's some sausages in there and chips. Willow's dog food, leftover dog food. So I'm gonna just to show you what I'm gonna have for my lunch to try and sort myself out. So I'm trying to redeem myself here. This is what I'm gonna have for my main meal today. I'm having a sweet crispy salad. I won't eat all of that, just put half that on the plate. Got some leftover child grilled veg pasta. That is very nice. One spring onion, a couple of sticks of celery, some yummy tomatoes, cucumber. Got some goat's cheese. Well, I've got loads of goat's cheese left, so I'll have a couple of slices of that. Got one piece of beetroot left, so I'll have that. And then I'll probably just have one of those. Yeah, I won't eat both of those. So that's going to be my main meal to make myself feel better about what I've been shoving in my face. Mike's having a sort of this, yeah, pork pie, but it's got chicken and ham in it. And Willow will probably scuffle a little bit of that as well. He's going to have that with some chips. That'll be for his dinner, so that's quite an easy meal to do for him. So there's a few other things I've been overindulging on. Wine while I've been on holiday. I'm not going to shoot myself over that because I do work hard and I do like wine, but I'm going to need to cut that back a bit, because when I've had a couple of glasses of wine, that's when I hit the snacks, and I lose my willpower and all control over myself. God, honestly, what am I like? As I'm doing it again, what is wrong with me? So day before yesterday, I did really well. I did one of my mackerel salads, and I was starting to get into a bit of a rhythm with it. I'd had the bank holiday weekend and it was a Tuesday, and I thought, right, let's get back to this. Let's do this properly. So I sat and I had my mackerel salad, and I was just over a quarter of the way through, and I felt full. So I thought, gosh, this is new. Now I will do a separate video about the not side effects, but the things I've noticed from intermittent fasting, the way I'm changing and my habits. I'll have to look back on one of my videos, but there was one of my subscribers who I think it was on my intermittent results, my results video, and she used the term mindful eating, which I really like. So hello, I think, was it Julia? I'll have to have a look. I liked that, mindful eating. So I'm nicking it, I'm using it, that term. I need to get back to being mindful about what I'm doing, both mindful shopping and mindful eating. And it maybe wasn't a good idea to do the shopping while I was fasting. So that particular day, quarter of a way through the meal, and I actually put it down. Normally I would, in the past, I would always stuff myself. I never leave food on my plate. It's just something from childhood, you don't waste food. But what I did was I put it to a side, and I thought, no, I'm full, I've had enough. Wrap it up and I'll eat it later when I'm ready. And that's what I did. And I felt really, really good about it. I felt well in myself. I wasn't feeling heavy in my tummy. And I had a really good day. That was my first day getting sort of back into it properly on the Tuesday. Yesterday, Wednesday, that was just a nightmare. I'd got a lasagna, and I bought a family-sized lasagna, and I know that Mike doesn't really like lasagna. He'll eat it, but he's not that keen. So I bought this massive lasagna, and I thought, oh, it's okay because I'll have it with salad. So I had I had 2/3 of this family-sized lasagna and a third I just put on a little plate for Mike, which he ended up not eating. And so what did I do? I cleaned his plate as well, and I knew I was full. And again, it's so different now, the way that I react to food and eating and overeating. I felt quite poorly within about an hour. It just felt like everything had got stuck in my stomach and wasn't digesting and wasn't going to go anywhere. And I was a good couple of hours like that. So I ended up not having anything else to eat. And then, of course, as it was getting later and my window was about to close, and I'd had a couple of glasses of wine, out came the snacks, and I just went bonkers. I think I had about 3 bags of crisps, I did. I'd had a handful of cheddars and nearly a full bag of popcorn. And because my window was closing, I was shoveling it. It was just ridiculous. This is when I say to myself, you're ridiculous. Why are you doing that? Don't be silly. There was no need for it. And it wasn't even as though I was wanting it. I was just thinking, my window's going to close. I need to get this in my mouth. I need to eat. Again, I'm going to say it. What is wrong with me? Anyway. So I've done some more research, done quite a lot actually. I've been watching so many videos on fasting, intermittent fasting, and it's getting more and more interesting. I didn't know that you could water fast for so long. I watched this video, and it's this doctor. He used to be an Olympian decathlon. Ekberg, I think, Dr. Ekberg, something like that. And he does loads of videos on health and intermittent fasting in particular. And it was his video on apple cider vinegar that I watched that made me decide to start with that, which I'm still doing. I'm still having apple cider vinegar every day. And so he did a video on 5-day fasting. Now that's not for me. Imagine me doing fasting for 5 days. No. But I was interested in sort of a midway point of around about 3 days. And I've learnt a new word. Now bear with me. I might just need to think about this because I hate pronouncing things wrong. No, it's not that. Ugh. Autophagy. I think it's that. Look it up anyway. But what it is, it means self-eating, which is when your body decides, when your body needs to use up reserves, and it starts the process of eating debris, the bad stuff, rubbish basically. You start burning rubbish that you've been storing. And I quite like that idea. But when you do that, your body then goes into a mode of repairing itself. So it's really got massive health benefits. And it sounds like a bit of like what we would normally think as a detox. When you think you're flushing yourself out with water, and actually what's happening is your body's in this stage of autophagy. Autophagy. Oh, I'm Yorkshire. That's my excuse. So the health benefits are massive. Now I can't talk about it too much because I'm not scientific. I just I'm enjoying watching these videos and learning so much about it. But I do quite fancy trying out this 3-day fast. Now I do need to get on. I know that I'm not going to dive into it because what I did when I started this intermittent fasting is I didn't do any research whatsoever. I watched one video and I followed that program, and then I realized later when I did start doing research that the method I was doing was it was a little bit advanced. it was 19-hour fast, and the most popular one apparently is 16, so 16-8, so 16 hours fast, 8-hour window, and that's what I really should have started on, and then made my way up. And one of them is a 24, so that's even more extreme. You only have 4 hours to eat. And then there's something called OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, OMAD. So that's fasting all day, and you just have 1 hour where you sit and eat, and then the rest of it you're fasting. And I found that interesting as well. So I think I'm going to get the hang of this. I am going to stay on the 19.5. I'm going to take more control of my food, mindful shopping, mindful eating. And then I think I'm going to try this OMAD, the one meal a day, and then try that for a week, see how I get on. I'll keep reporting all the way through. And then after that, I might try the 3-day fast, not for weight loss, but for the health benefits of it. See how I feel, if I notice any difference. Now, I have to say, what I am worried about at the moment is when I get home, the scales say get off. But at least it'll be a I told you so, and you shouldn't have eaten that, and you shouldn't have done that. I think I got a little bit big for my boots as well. I'd lost that weight really quickly in the first week, and I think I just I got a little bit clever with myself. So if the scales when I get home aren't in my favour, then it'll have brought me down a peg or two, and it'll serve me right. Okay, so that was just my little catch-up video, my intervention for the day, and just to report and be honest. That's what I need to do, and I also need these videos to look back on and look at my mistakes and think about why I'm doing this. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching me and all my snacky snacks, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.